Good morning and welcome back to AM Break. I've got my co-host back with me,
Hello,
Audra.
everyone.
And then we also have the wonderful, amazing Johnny Devine.
I like it. Wonderful and amazing.
Round of
Yay.
Somebody, nobody else in the world has ever been more appropriately named than Johnny Devine.
And I can't tell you how many times I've introduced myself to somebody, and you get that look like,
Is that your real name?
really, yeah, and rolling eyes, and I spend the next 3 to 4 minutes just trying to gain credibility back because, yes, that's my
Well,
name.
to be honest, I actually did not believe you that was your real name until I saw your brother on Facebook with you, and his last name is Devine.
Yes,
So I was thinking,
yes,
you can't have two crazy people in one family. It must really be their name.
And what's really interesting is a lot of people, when they, even friends of mine that have been friends for years, they don't call me Johnny. Everyone comes up and says, "Hey, Johnny Devine." You know,
Oh, it's like a one.
I even have a couple cousins that say, "Hey, Johnny Devine." I'm like, "You're Devine too. Why are you saying Johnny Devine?" But it's funny.
And Johnny, tell everyone at home what it is that you do professionally.
I'm an attorney in town. I have my own law practice. It's the law office of Johnny Devine. I practice personal injury, criminal defense, landlord-tenant, and some real estate.
All right. So what we're actually going to talk to you about today. So this month, for the month of January, we're going to talk about DUIs. But you want to come back. You
Makes perfect sense.
You want to
New Year's
come back.
Valentine's Day. I don't
Coming
know.
back for February, for Valentine's Day, we're going to talk about stalker issues.
Stalkers, yes. We had to
These are issues
issue
that are
out
close to everyone's
personal
heart.
injury.
Exactly. All right. So in the month of January, do you see an uptick in the number of DUI cases that you are defending?
Actually, yes, and that's mainly because, and it's a sad part because it's the more of these students that because they come back. It's the spring semester that starts. School isn't that heavy, and there's a little bit more of a party atmosphere still about it, and so unfortunately, yes, we do see a little bit of an uprise there.
What's the number one piece of advice you wish you could give every client that comes to you with a DUI case? What's the number one thing you would tell anybody?
The word no is a wonderful word. I've heard it from many women in my life. I know it can be said. But no, I mean, no is a great, great word.
There's some great driving services out there that they can take advantage of.
And you mean no, don't drink and
don't
drive.
drink.
Well, like this, the first piece of advice is, don't drink and drive to begin with.
Yeah.
Why put yourself in that situation? Because you're not only endangering your life, you're endangering others. And, unfortunately, some people, you get to a point and either they think they're fine,
right,
or they're lacking the judgment to know whether or not they're fine because they've had too much to drink. But the word no also comes to the fact of will you do field sobriety exercises? No. Will you do a breath test? No. Will you talk to me about what happens? No. Will you? Can I search you? Can I search your car? No. And the simple matter is, especially in conversations, I always tell people, you could say one word to me, which is crystal clear to you what you mean by that word.
Right.
But I'll give you 10 different meanings of that word.
Sure.
A funny example. You ever see the movie My Cousin Vinny?
Sure.
Yes.
There's a scene in there with Ralph Macchio, the Karate Kid, where he is being questioned by the police because they think, he thinks that they're questioning because he stole a can of tuna. He suddenly realizes that they think he shot the clerk. And he goes, "Wait a minute, I shot the clerk." And they're like, "Yeah." And he goes, well, "I shot the clerk." Yeah.
He's asking a question, but
later in
calling
court,
it the statement.
the officer says, he's reading the thing. He goes, while talking to him, he said, quote, "I shot the clerk," and then he repeated, "I shot the clerk."
Right.
But that's a comical way of getting the point across. But the sad thing is even though take an example on any type of field sobriety exercises, a field goal kicker in football, because we're a big football city, right? What's he do? The only thing he does is kick the ball, right? 1,000 times, a year, through every practice in the spring, in the summer, game after game, and he gets finally at the end of the year to a bowl game. He's kicking an easy 20-pointer, 20-yard field goal kick, and he's done it 1,000 times.
But he misses.
And he kicks it off left. Now imagine if. Same situation. I put you out there. You've never done it before, and you're nervous. You have all this pressure. Everyone's watching you. You're not given an opportunity to practice. How well are you going to do? And it's a similar thought process in some of these situations. With field sobriety, it's
high stress.
It's high stress. You don't know what they're looking for, what they're not looking for. Sometimes, one mistake can make everything look different, and so a lot of times it's that's something that why, again, if you didn't put yourself in the situation in the first place would be good, but why compound the situation.
Sure. All right. So if anybody is interested, because they need a DUI lawyer, what do they do?
I'm sorry?
How do they contact you?
Well, you can contact me at my law office directly. It's local area code 850-656-2500. You can also go to the website, giantdevine.com, which you can see there's a form to fill out to give us some information. Also, I make myself available for weekends and after hours at 528-6800.
And we're so excited. Johnny's a new sponsor to the show,
He is
to
a new
AM
sponsor to
Break.
the
So we
show.
really appreciate you, Johnny.
And we're not letting him sponsor because he's an attorney. We're letting him sponsor because he just did the most amazing wedding
can we
proposal,
roll?
marriage proposal. Yes.
Can we roll that?
Take
Can we
a look
show
at
that?
this.
I'm sorry. I know it's an intimate moment between you and your
talk
fiance.
to us about the effort
please,
you put into
please
this.
show.
It was something that was it took a lot of work, and Joel Silver, producer with the Ann Arnold show, was instrumental in making this happen. But it involved a whole day of activities for her. But at the end, I brought her into the football stadium, and unknown to her, there was a lot of friends and family that were
Champions
in
Club,
the Champions
right?
Club that I invited that were there for a supposed Christmas party, but turned into a proposal engagement party.
Wow.
I brought her out to the center of the stadium where this 15-minute film had played on the Jumbotron about me trying to find the big proposal idea. And it was really great. They inserted me in, with different movies from
Forrest Gump? Was
Forrest Gump,
Yeah,
Jerry
yeah, yeah.
Maguire, the Godfather. Even Bobby Bowden was in the film with
Perfect.
me. And but at the end, there was something that Bobby Bowden says, actually, and Forrest Gump, that leads to a running sequence. And it's all comedy. But at the end, it shows me running into the stadium, at which point I walk out into the stadium, drop one knee, propose. Then there was one more short film that's to Justin Timberlake's song. Everyone's passing a sign from one scene to another, saying she said yes. And then the fireworks went off.
Oh,
How
my goodness.
creative.
Yes.
Good job.
And then,
So
we
you have a
went-
lawyer that's willing to do this, to go to those lengths for a fiance. Imagine what he can do for you.
I believe in love.
All right, Johnny. Well, thank you for being on the show today. We're going to have you back a lot more often now that you're one of our favorite sponsors and definitely the best proposer out there. Shannon is a lucky woman. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be right back.